Alternative facts is a phrase recently made popular by former White House Press Secretary Kellyanne Conway. There was some claim or charge being made against the president, I forget what, and in response to that, she said, well, we have alternative facts about the situation. My point here is not to make fun of Kellyanne, because really both parties do this. They ask us to suspend reality. They ask us to engage in magical thinking about some situation to deny what we know to be objectively true from actual clips of them talking or doing something, and then we're asked somehow not to believe that that happened. Magical thinking, suspending reality, alternative facts. But really, alternative facts have been around for a long, long time. The philosophical idea here is known as postmodernism. And it's this idea that you have your set of facts, I have my set of facts. You have your truth, I have my truth, and never the twain shall meet. We're divided by our points of view, our sets of facts. The Bible makes truth claims, objective truth claims, that certain things are real and actually happened. One of those things is the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. The Bible drives a stake in that and says this really happened and it matters. In 1 Corinthians 15, Paul cites the events following Jesus' resurrection as if everyone knows what happened. He talks about Jesus appearing to Peter, and then the 12, and then more than 500 believers at once, and then to James, and then the other apostles, people who could objectively corroborate those claims as Jesus appearing to them after he had been crucified. Objective facts, not alternative facts. And for Paul, this is everything. He says in this chapter that if Christ is not raised from the dead, then our preaching is useless, and so is your faith. Everything hinges on the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. A lot of folks today have this idea that Jesus was this good moral teacher, kind of like Socrates or Buddha or Confucius or Plato, a good, wise, moral teacher. And that's okay as far as it goes, but Paul says he was more than that. Paul says he was divine, he was immortal, he was raised from the dead, he was resurrected. And for Paul, we're to be pitied, he says, if Jesus was only a mere mortal. If the dead are not raised, Paul says, let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die. It's all for naught if Jesus wasn't really raised from the dead. We're fooling ourselves, he says. The resurrection of Jesus is a linchpin, a stake in the ground, something objectively true that we can sink our teeth into. It's no mere shadowy alternative fact. So may you take hope this week in the sure knowledge of Jesus' resurrection from the dead, the linchpin of our faith, true reality. Amen.